2, 3, succeed with Aristide. But enjoy yourself, no rush.
Present yourself.
We're going to start the stage currently in about 30 minutes.
Welcome to another Wednesdays with Wallace. It's been a while, but I'll say this: the work it's been mounting, the energy, the enthusiasm. I want to thank all those people that are supporting the Wallace RSD campaign. I just feel that the passion, the people that have demonstrated that they're devoted, they want to see the success of the campaign. I can't thank you enough. We'll be back again next month, maybe 2 or 3 times, because we've got to go ahead and wrap this up. We're under 60 days, folks. We need your help. If you can volunteer, go to Succeed with Aristide. Send us an email. We'll respond back. Follow us on IG. DM us on IG, Facebook, you name it. We need the support. This becomes something that we feel that we're going to do this collectively together. We get a call, one of the people working on the campaign, 92-year-old woman called, said, listen, I want to be one of the first to vote for the Wallace RSD campaign. Amazing. We did a fundraiser last month. And when we did the fundraiser, we had a 99-year-old man that came to the fundraiser to support the RSD campaign. I had a gentleman call me, said his dad was 85. His dad said, listen, the seniors, we working for this guy. We want to see this guy be successful. So my seniors out there, you're supporting me. I'm supporting you. We're supporting each other. I was told by his grace, if he's with you, who can be against you? And we just continue to stay prayed up. We continue to feel very confident. We continue to feel that we're in a very good place. We know that we can do this together with your help, your support. We're going to do this collectively. This campaign is about an outreach to all the communities. African American, Haitian American, Latino, Latinx, Hispanic, white, Jewish, you name it. We got a couple guests coming up. I'm excited about the guests. I have one I've known since grade school. I mean, just talented, a lot of ability, somebody that has a tremendous impact on our community. She'll be up momentarily. I'm so glad we're back with Wednesdays with Wallace. I got a gift right over here. This is a photograph they made from me. I can't thank Mitch enough. Mitch, you went and got it done. He had a Haitian artist that did this for me. You see the BCC, the BCU in the background. You see the cat biting. Hey, listen, Larry Little, you caused all this. Mr. Larry Little, you bring me to Bethune-Cookman University, Larry Little. See what you're doing? And then you have this. This is what it's all about. Those schools that we worked at, the Bulls and Onward, the impact we saw, the tremendous progress made by young people, the families, the moms, the dads, the grandparents, everybody that was engaged. I can't thank you enough for what you did to try to help us. So that's big. Then you got MIA, the 305. The 305 made Wallace RSD. I mean, since 69, right here in the 305. I've been around here all these years, and we're fortunate. And the 305, not too far from where I live off of North Miami Avenue, I'm talking to you from the campaign headquarters. Right over here, what we call Largemont. Where we used to play tackle football. No equipment, no pads. I mean, boy, we were something else. I don't think people do that anymore, but we were something else. And you see behind me all of 305. And then underneath at the bottom, you see the roots where it all started, where my mom, my dad, where they came from. You see that. This is what this artwork is all about. Let's get this done. It's about an opportunity to get education. It's about an opportunity for you to be successful. So we're going to bring our next guest. I know she's got us about 10, 15 minutes. I can't wait to talk to her. We'll be coming right back with our next guest, the Dr. Michelle Powell. See you.
Bo, Wallace, Aristide, 60 with Aristide, North Miami, tap in. Tap to tap to tap tap in. 60 with Aristide, District 2, tap in. Tap to tap to tap tap in. 60 with Aristide, North Miami, tap in. Tap to tap to tap tap in. Aristide a winner, District 2 commissioner, natural born leader, number one, nobody similar. North Miami bound, tap in, I'm saying listen up. Aristide the best, 30 years and never giving up. Dade County bound, we yelling Aristide, dedication, motivation, make the city healthy. Bo Aristide, he the GOAT, legendary. Succeed with every speed, District 2, tap in. Tap to tap to tap, tap in. Succeed with every speed, North Miami, tap in. Tap to tap to tap, tap in. Bo, Wallace, Aristide. Bo, Wallace, Aristide. Bo, Wallace, Aristide.
Here we go. Man, listen, I'm looking at you. I'm so happy to see you. I mean, you look amazing as always.
Oh,
Since I've known you as a child, you're a remarkable woman. You've went through so many challenges in your life, and look at you on the other side. I thank God for you. I thank God that I'm having an opportunity to finally get you on Wednesdays with Wallace, my sister. So good to see you. If you could just tell the people a little bit about you.
oh man, Wallace, come on. What's there to tell? You know me. Wallace and I go way back, grade school. Oh my gosh, Wallace, don't act like you're a daddy now. Come on. Well, I'm a family physician. I've been a family physician for over 25 years. I have my own practice in North Miami Beach, Powell Health Solutions. I believe in taking your health from average to excellent, which I am so happy to see on your t-shirt, succeed, because all we do is win. We got to win. We have to win all the issues that are facing our community right now. So I'm so happy to be here with you, because we sometimes think that health has nothing to do with something like what you're doing, which is campaigning for the future of this city. And it actually does, because your health is so important. And right now, health is being attacked. We have COVID that's still existing, even though people like to pretend it doesn't exist. We have our elders and our seniors who are having difficulty getting access to care for medications, especially in our minority communities. And so I'm glad I read your platform. I'm so happy to see that even in a political campaign, you're taking at the forefront health issues.
I'm so glad you said that again. I can't thank you enough for coming here. I want to talk to you a little bit about the subject about health and well-being. I mean, you just went through, and you tell me if you don't mind sharing the
Oh, please
challenge.
do. Please do.
You just faced challenge. You just went through
Yes.
cancer, and you came
Yes.
back on the other side. I was watching you. I saw you on social media. I think I remember quite a number of times I sent you messages,
Yes.
try to send you
Thank
some
you.
encouraging words. Talk to us about that. Let the audience know what was that process? What allowed you to be where you're at now? How did you make the progress? What are some of the things you did? Is it lifestyle changes? Is it was a certain type of medicines? I want the audience to know what did you do so when they run into a situation, or they know somebody that's near and dear to them, they have an idea of what should be done.
Well, Wallace, one of the things that I thought was really, really important, a lot of people go through cancer, especially minorities, our people. We diagnose with cancer and we disappear. No one knows about it. In fact, unfortunately, sometimes the only time the family ever hears that their family member had cancer was at the funeral. And I said, that's not going to happen. The first thing I wanted to do when I got the diagnosis, I'd done my it was breast cancer a year and a half ago. I'd done my mammogram in September of 20, and then come February of 21, when I made all these resolutions to do these great things in 21, I felt a very large mass in my right breast, and I immediately went got an ultrasound, and it was a whirlwind after that, from biopsies to putting port in. I did chemo for over 6 months, radiation, total breast mastectomy. I took out both breasts, and in April I just finished doing reconstruction. But the message I want, and you asked, how did I get through it? The first and foremost, I want people to remember, when you're a child of God, made in the image and likeness of God, all thing that God is, you are. And so if you stay centered in who you are, which is a child of God, and you go through the process knowing that you are in his hands, every day I'd wake up and I'd say to myself, from the top of my head to the sole of my feet, I'm made in the image and likeness in God. It didn't mean that I didn't go for treatment, which sometimes we say, well, God's got it. But God has given some wonderful people hands to treat you. And I encourage people to get treatment. So what I did throughout my journey was to make sure I presented it and took people through what was going on, not because I wanted to share and be in social limelight, but so that people would stop being afraid of the process of cancer and getting cured. If there was one message I could give to people while I went through that year-long process, is stop being afraid and start fighting and jump in it and do what you need to do. But always center your mind that as a child of God, all things are possible through God, knowing who and what you are. And that's what I did every day, Wallace. Every single day, I stayed centered.
I want to thank you for giving that powerful message. I think that's awesome. One of the things that we do and what we've been doing in the campaign, my wife and I, she maintains my schedule. So we have a schedule when we go to church. So
Yes.
every Sunday I'm at different churches, and sometimes some of them give you opportunity to say a couple words. So I went to three of them, and I spoke at three graduation programs. They were beautiful.
Nice.
They were impactful. They were really special because graduations are big. Your family's from Jamaica, am I correct?
Yes, yes. Mother and
So,
father. I was born in Jamaica and I've been
oh, I
in
didn't know.
South Florida for over 45 years. I've been here in South Florida. So
But
I don't know if I can claim Jamaica no more. I don't know if I can claim the yard no more. Them say me
listen,
Americanized. So how you talk, say you're Jamaican.
I was on WAVS. I mean, just a great station. Great folks from Jamaica and other parts of the Caribbean. Miami-Dade County is an international city. They come from all over the world.
All
Uh,
over.
People that came, African American community, came from Georgia, South Carolina. I mean, a lot of people have migrated down here
Yeah.
to South Florida, and South Florida has a lot of great things going for it. I think my my thing with this campaign, and I'm glad you said that, we stay prayed up. We stay
Yes.
prayed up for the energy, for the strength, because there's some things that have happened here. Michelle, I don't think we did that. It was bigger than us.
No.
There are some people
Yes.
that have endorsed. There's a couple major players that already sent us endorsement letters. There's
That's
other
good.
people look like they want to endorse too. We don't know these folks. We don't have a clue who they are. And for them to come, I'm just
Spirit's
humbled
moving.
and I'm just pleased. And I just thank God that these people decided this is the guy we want to endorse. This is the guy we like. This is the guy we support. Has nothing to do with me. And I think you can connect to this. Our parents, they laid the
Mm.
path. They did the
Yes.
prayers. They
Yes.
motivate us to go ahead and go to church and turn out to be the type of people we became as adults. I think you would agree with me. We got to give them a lot of the credit. They did the job.
We Yeah, I know your parents and I know your brothers and sisters. Remember, we go way back. And I'm glad you said parents because sometimes parents raise kids, but they don't turn out like you and your brothers, principal, but also caring for the community. You know, I gave a talk today and my mission for the next year is bringing civility back, where we are truly civilized and loving and kind and gentle with one another. And one of the things I see with you, you're always positive, always caring, always loving towards the community. And that's real important because what has happened, so much hatred, so much fear, and so much anger has been allowed to permeate the community. And we need to transform that. And why I so support what you're doing, Wallace, because you're a positive agent, you're a transforming agent. Just the fact that you wear succeed and not fear on
Yes.
your chest you know succeed, looking toward a higher purpose, a higher good, and not just a good for a few, the few wealthy or the few empowered, but for the many. And that's
Yeah.
really, really good. And that goes back to our childhood. That goes back to
Yeah.
our where we came from. Our roots stuck with us. We were
Yes.
not planted on ground that was rocks, and we washed away all the principles we were taught. No, we were rooted, and you took the root, and so did I. And I just so look forward to seeing all the wonderful things you're going to do when you win.
Michelle, I can't thank you enough. I know you got to get ready to go soon. I really appreciate you coming. I'm looking forward for us to dialogue and talk a lot more. I have so many questions for you, especially with the medical field. I hear a lot of challenges about, we got two hospitals in District 2, and sometimes the reviews seem like we need to figure out how we're going to help these hospitals, these locations. And we will dialogue. I've had a chance to meet with the leadership. I think the leadership want to change the perception. I believe they want to do something better. And they're going to have someone on the county commission that's going to engage them that's going to connect with them, not for me or individual, but for everybody that's in District 2. When you have an emergency, you need to feel confident. If I go to
Yes,
such and such hospital, I'm going to get the same treatment like
as
the
everyone
big,
else.
beautiful one they built over there by the airport. They got one
Yes,
that's amazing, that's phenomenal
I
by the
know.
airport.
Yes,
We have the perception that these particular zip codes are going to be treated one way and another
correct.
zip code is going to be treated differently.
Yes, we have to say the end to that. Not only looking like the other facilities, treated like the other facilities, and with people that look like us in those facilities, so that there's a comfort level and people understand the culture that is coming through the facility. We want to get the same love, and I want to empower people to speak up. And the best way to speak up, and I'm gonna blow the horn for you, is vote. If
Yes,
we don't vote, and I'm going to say bluntly, if you don't vote, it's time to shut up. If you're not out there pressing your ballot and speaking up, you don't get to talk about the issues. So I'm encouraging everyone to vote so that our community feels the same love that is being shown all over the rest of South Florida.
I'm so glad you said that. I want to tell the voters, listen, if you made that connection with the Wallace RSD campaign, you heard Michelle Powell, you better go out and vote. And if you don't
And
vote, you
vote.
better ask my students. I will be calling you. We will have people reach out to you, remind you. Again, it's not about voting for me, the individual, but go out and just do your duty and just vote. It doesn't have to be about Wallace Harrison. Just go do your part. Your part in this society is your job. One of your jobs, because I know you have a 9 to 5, but one of your jobs is to make sure that you have the best possible society, the best
Yes,
possible Miami-Dade, a Miami-Dade that works for everybody. This is what this campaign is about. We just encourage you just to vote. Just please
yes,
go out and vote. Whoever it may be, I just think it's important that you vote. Now we're going to ask you for our vote, and we will demonstrate that by Michelle and others. See, because Michelle is coming on to tell you about Wallace Harris. That's why we asked her to come. We know her, she knows us, and we felt that with the Wallace Aristide, Wednesdays with Wallace, you get to better know Wallace. And Michelle is an example of a friend, a colleague, somebody I grew up with. I love her. Her brother's
thank
amazing.
you,
I've seen him
buddy.
a couple of times. I think when I hug him, I'm gonna kiss that guy. I love that guy, and I appreciate you. But I'd rather kiss you than him. You, my sister. I
Thank
appreciate you.
you.
I love you, my
Thank
sister.
you.
I want to wish you the
Thank
best.
you.
Okay. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so
Good
much.
luck to your campaign and
Thank you.
hello to your family. Lots of love.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Wednesdays with
You're
Wallace.
welcome. Thank you.
Wow. Folks, we just have Michelle Powell. We got other guests coming up. We've got people here today. Duke Story popped up, the one and only, the general. The general Duke Story is here. Patrick Prophet from the campaign is here. We're going to hear from our new member. He started in June. We're looking forward to hearing from Ben that's on the campaign. So we got folks coming up. Anthony, I know you're going to be next. I'm excited. I can't wait. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back with Wednesdays with Wallace. We're committed to the success of this campaign, Miami-Dade County Commissioner, District 2. So we look forward. I want to thank everybody we talked about last night. I just want to thank you. Let's continue to work. We got a lot of work to do. We got a year and a half out. Let's continue to encourage people. Let's continue to find voters. We're going to be canvassing the community, making those connections, trying to see what we can do. How do we help? Things that we can create to make this a Miami-Dade that works for everybody.
Bo, Wallace, Aristide, 60 with Aristide. Bo, Wallace, Aristide, 60 with Aristide, North Miami, tap in. Tap to tap to tap tap in. 60 with Aristide, District 2, tap in. Tap to tap to tap tap in. 60 with Aristide, North Miami, tap in. Tap tap in. Aristide the winner, District 2 commissioner, natural born leader, number one, nobody similar. North Miami bound, tap in, I'm saying listen up. Aristide the best, 30 years and never giving up. Dade County bound, we yelling Aristide, dedication, motivation, make the city healthy. Vote Aristide, he the GOAT, legendary. August 22, Aristide, no comparing. District 2, 22, you better tap in. Aristide coming through with a different plan. Love the kids, love the people talking Superman. Aristide going up, talking champion. North Miami, Opa-locka, better tap in. Little River, Ponciana, better tap in. Westview, Poundwood, I said tap in. Hialeah, Longmont, gotta tap in. 60 with Aristide, North Miami, tap in. Tap, to tap, to tap, tap in. 60 with Aristide, District 2, tap in. Tap, to tap, to tap, tap in. 60 with Aristide, North Miami, tap in. Tap, to tap, to tap, tap in. Bo, Wallace, Aristide. Bo, Wallace, Aristide. Bo, Wallace, Aristide.
Anthony. Wow. Anthony, listen, there's Anthony Gaines. I don't know if you're related to Rhonda Gaines. That's another one like a family to me. I'm proud of her. You might be related. Y'all graduate from the same alma mater on 95th Street. But this young man, if he only knew what it meant to me, what he did for me, had his daughter, that song you just heard. He had Queen K put that song together for me, a graduate of Miami Northwestern. I mean, he played football for me, just phenomenal. And for him to come and sit in my office and have enough confidence in me to bring his daughter to a school that was not his alma mater and support what we were doing at the school and supported me, had his daughter as a cheerleader. He did it all. I'm a big fan of this young man, the one and only Mr. Anthony Gaines. Welcome to Wednesdays with Wallace, my brother.
Thank you for having me, Mr. Aristide. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me clearly?
Very clear.
Okay, great. First of all, I just want to say congratulations on your campaign. You've always been a role model to myself, my brother Christian Gaines, my whole family. Ever since I met you when I was 14 years old, when you was the principal of Miami Central. And I can't speak enough. Like the type of guy that I vowed to be in life. You was that example for a lot of us young men, when we was at Miami Central Senior High School. And the thing that was so grateful about, what you did and how you did it, you was a big time motivator, but you also practice what you preach. And that's what I loved about you. So as soon as I knew that you was the principal of Miami Northwestern Senior High School and my daughter was coming out of Miami Norland, the first thing I said was, hey, Mr. Aristide is over here, is a guy that I always look up to. It's only right that I get you up under his wing because I know this guy is destined for greatness.
I really appreciate that. I appreciate you doing that. When I met you at 14, the thing I thought interesting about you, you just was one of those guys, you were passionate, you had a heart. I see why you are committed in the work you do with your daughter. I see it because you were that guy. You're that guy I saw at that school. I'm just curious, what is it inside you that drives you to be the type of person you are? Because you ain't need a whole lot of motivation from me. I might have given you a tad bit, but you did it. You were that kind of guy. You went out there and you got it done. What is inside of you that drives you to be like that?
I appreciate it, Mr. Aristide. Thank you so much. But one thing that I can say, I got to give that compliment and that respect to my parents. I was thankful enough growing up in Miami-Dade County to where I grew up in a 2-parent household. I'm with a mom, dad. They did the best that they could to support me and my brother. And, just being around you and your spirits at Miami Central, the passion and the elevation that I already had when we got to Miami Central and we knew you was the coach and the principal there. It was only right to follow in those shoes, and like I said, in order for a person to be a great leader, you have to be a great follower. People always say all the time, don't be a follower. It's okay to be a follower, but you have to be following the right person that's doing the right things. So, with that being said, that passion that instilled inside of me, I have to give thanks and praise to the Almighty High, because sometimes encouragement and passion you can't teach, so from my parents instilling that in me, being on top of me and my brother, And then once I reached at Miami Central and I seen the type of team that you led, administrative wise, being so young and being that, hey, I can be a part of this. I was in the 9th grade. I was the smallest dude walking around Central, but I was one of the fastest guys out there. And, I seen the way guys like potential Hall of Fame guys like Willis McGahee, you know what I'm saying? Antoine Lundy, all these different type of guys, that looked up to you and the respect that they showed for you. And they still do to this day. It just spoke volumes. And that just let me and my daughter know and my family that, hey, we followed the right person. And that's what it's all about. So when I seen that you was running for office, I already knew I was going to be there for you. Whatever you asked of me, whatever I have to do in the community, you know what I'm saying? That's just what I'm going to do. Because at the end of the day, one hand washes another. And you the type of guy, the world as soon is going to find out that, this commissioner seat, District 2, you're the right guy for this seat. Because at the end of the day, this is not anything you just started, Mr. Aristide. This is something that been instilled in you. And anybody that came up under you for whatever school you've been at growing up in your life, period, they can see that and know that, hey, this is the right guy for the job because you have always been about the community. And I appreciate you for that. Thank you.
I want to thank you for saying that. I really, truly grateful. I grew up in this community. I've been in Miami-Dade all my life. One thing about Miami-Dade, you have a whole bunch of different type of people come from everywhere. I am big on making sure that we all come together to really see things work well for everyone that lives in the community. I think it's important.
Right.
My office, right, is on 8250 North Miami Avenue. The reason I got the office there, I wanted to be in the heart of it. I'm in Larchmont. You walk inside Larchmont, which is not too far from where you went to school at, and quite a number of the people that live in this area either go to Central or Miami Northwestern. But the reason I wanted to be here is I wanted to be in the heart of the community. We have satellites. I think we got satellites in North Miami, what have you. We have people at the satellite, but this was the main campus. I wanted to come back home where it started. When I walk in here, brother, I am so humble. Sometimes you come, there's a homeless person sleeping right outside on the ground. So when I'm looking at the streets, there are some challenges. There's a lot of work to be done. And one thing I could say, I'm like you. I like to get stuff done. You showed me the car. You put your car together. You got your daughter signed. I mean, you are committed to doing the job. And when you talk about parents, your parents did what they did for you, but you're a parent and you're doing what you're supposed to do for your children. You're doing the same thing. You're not doing nothing different. So when you talk about parents, I get it. And when you talk about the Almighty, I get it. So let's talk about the Queen. What the Queen got on the docket? What's next for the Queen? I think we got Anthony. Is he still there? Did we lose him? Let me say this. Anthony is a dad that is one of those guys. When he's all in, he's all in. And he's all in with his children. And I mean, the work that Anthony's putting in to help Queen, to support her, to be there. See, many times as a parent, we got to be there. We got to be supportive. We got to make sure all is good with the child. And this dad, when I say the dad is all in, this dad is all in. He is serious. He means business. And he's going to do everything he can to benefit his family. His family is important. It's vital. He did the job. He would come and see me. If there was a concern, he would talk to me about his concern. This is what I'm talking about. This is how you do it. This is how you do it in District 2. These are the kind of parents that we have in District 2. We're getting ready to do some big things here in District 2, and we're going to do it together. This is your campaign. Please register to vote if you've not done so. Next month, the absentee ballot is going to come out. They have made some adjustments. You're going to need to put your license number on the absentee ballot or your last 4 of your social security number. Be careful. You got some people out there. Aristide campaign not going to play games. You got people, they like to do stuff that's inappropriate. Make sure that your ballot is done correctly. Make sure that you fill it out where you should. Don't let anybody play any games with you. All those people that signed a petition for the Aristide campaign, over 1,000 of them did it. Thank you so very much. We appreciate it. And all those volunteers that we're going to meet in a little while that supported us, I want to thank you for what you've done. We're going to be back in a few minutes with Wednesdays with Wallace. We've got a couple of guests here in the house that we're going to be seeing in the next couple of minutes. So we'll be right back with Wednesdays with Wallace.
We're not coming for just one group. We want everybody to be a part of the campaign. This campaign, you have a community that's 39% African American, 33% Haitian American, 25% Hispanic, and you got about 4 or 5% of Jewish. It is a diverse community. We're going to work from a diverse end. We're not coming to pick one group over another group. We're going to work with everybody collectively in District 2. This is how I was brought up. I was not brought up with a whole bunch of division and divisiveness. We're not coming for division and divisiveness. This campaign is about bringing people together, all sorts of people.
Succeed. Succeed with Aristide.
Lazy at Aristide.
Succeed with 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 Aristide. Succeed with Aristide.
Succeed with Aristide.
Political ad paid for and approved by Wallace Aristide, candidate for County Commissioner, District 2, nonpartisan. Let's go for it.
Wow, we back on the set. I'm with this man right here, a former student.
Yeah.
Listen, this is incredible to me. When these folks come and they help you, it means a lot. Here go a former student, jumped on board to help our campaign. Yeah. I want to thank you so much. You want to tell them what school you were a former student at?
Yeah, okay, I was a former student at Dr. Michael Crop Senior.
And that's, can I say this? Hey, listen. That school, they went black, silver, white. Listen, I had so much fun.
Yeah.
I had so much fun. I mean,
Definitely.
you were out there trying out for the team at that time.
Yeah, I tried.
I tried.
I tried for the fall team, but
You
hey,
tried for the fall team.
it wasn't meant to be, Coach.
It wasn't.
It wasn't meant to be. But
You gave a great effort.
Yeah.
So you went on to the school. He came after you, but you went to Booker T. So talk about that. You and the band doing your thing.
Okay, well, I went to Booker T. Washington. Well, let me introduce myself first.
Please,
my name is Benjamin McNamee. I'm founder, CEO of Ben McNamee Incorporated. With the Ben's been through it, just don't do a movement. We talk to students about making better choices, better decisions, being leaders, not yielding to negative peer pressure. We also educate them about bullying, anti-bullying, and hazing, and how it affects students every single day, not just elementary, but all the way to university level, and some adults. But talking about Booker T. Washington, I spoke while the other Mr. Aristide was there, being the principal at Booker T. Washington. It is also my humble alma mater that I love so much, that black people. But Coach, I appreciate you for bringing me along for this ride, because it's definitely a ride. We've been doing a lot of staying on task, staying focused, working every day to the community, making sure that everyone gets what they need, any concern, any humbling experience that we can afford to do. We're trying to do that every single day.
Folks, this is hard work,
Yeah.
but I want to give him credit. He came in, he had a learning curve. He worked on the learning curve. He's dedicated. He's committed. I don't think I could have gotten somebody that was going to give me their all in all like he's giving me his all in all. I want to thank his mom because we're talking about parents tonight. Sister Dean, listen, that's your mom.
That is my mom.
Let's talk about your mom a little bit, Sister Dean. I'm gonna tell you something. Sister Dean would come to the school and she was trading you out. You better have that Title I paper.
You know why? You know why? Because she get paid to leave the office just to go to the school. She's still getting paid. Yeah. So yeah, but my mom, she worked Title I programs for over 20 plus years. I think it was like a $2 billion budget that she was over, that she had to make sure that she got to the schools that needed the money. Because there's a lot of schools out there, they already have those funds, they have things going. A lot of students need books, computers, the iPad. Yeah. They need just about everything that they can receive to be educated and to matriculate to another school. So I appreciate my mom because Dr. Dean did a lot for my high school at Booker T when I was in school. She brought the chess. She used to do the chess tournaments, just to bring an awareness of it's okay to play chess too. I know it's basketball, football, and all that stuff, but it's okay to play chess too. But yeah, man, my mom, Dr. Shari Dean Collins, she still is a great monument within the community. Whatever she does, she's a big monument in the community. She offers excellence for people. That's exactly what she does.
Your mom, when I spoke to her when we were interviewing you for the job, and she spoke to me, she was so happy and so proud that you were going to do this. And like I explained to your mom, and I believe this in my heart of heart, this has nothing to do with arrogance or nothing like that. I just feel we're going to be successful. And the reason I feel we're going to be successful, we're going to do it the right way. We're bringing in the right people. We come in with a team. Because for us, this is not about politics. It's about leadership. And you are somebody that I think is exemplifying leadership at your age. I think, you and my son are about the same age. I've talked about my son before. You guys are the guys that are coming in the future. And when I said leadership, I'm talking about people like yourself that's going to be in this role. Because see, this is about me preparing somebody like you. One day, if you decide to do it, you'll be here. You'll be having, hey, Wednesdays with Ben or something. Who knows? Listen.
Hey, you're right, though.
We may have Wednesdays with Ben.
Okay, I like the time.
I'm Ben. I'm all in. Ben, your generation. Talk to me a little bit about, you guys are big on the social media. You taught me some things I didn't even know about IG. Listen, folks, this Wednesday Wallace had nothing to do with me. And again, I was blessed. Another young lady. Audrey came up with the idea. Then Succeed Wallace has, it ain't got nothing to do with me. Gabrielle Charles, she came up. Folks, this campaign, you'll be surprised. The candidate ain't making this thing happen. It's people like him and others that are making the campaign happen. That's why I feel we're going to be successful, because we got the right ingredients. We've got the right people around us. We've got people that want to see us succeed, and we're going to see us succeed together. Ben was with me the other day. We met with an Army of senior citizens. These seniors come like, I'm like, what do you feel? Hey, Pop's like, listen, we had a guy come meet with us, right? He was blind. He couldn't even see. Yeah, he was blind. He said he had an accident. He lost his sight. 70 plus, 75, 76-year-old man. He said, listen, you're going to get my vote, buddy. And and they're talking about, hey, everybody in this area, everybody in this area, you got their vote. It's incredible what we're seeing, the energy. And I know, listen, folks, I know we got competition. And I get it. But I was the person that called all the competitors. And I told them it's not about conflict. This is about competition. Whoever has the best ideas, whoever could sell their program best, will be the one to be successful. And we're working hard. We're trying to earn people votes. We don't want nothing given to us. We want to earn it. We want to sell you on this campaign. And I believe that's what Ben is all about, Ben. before we let you go, talk about it, but a little bit about yourself, where you see yourself in the future. What are some things you're interested in, so people can know about this man in case later on they got to punch a number. I think my number is 104, Ben. I don't know.
I think
is it 104?
It's 104, Coach.
But we'll check it out. We'll check it out with them. We just want to I don't want to tell you 104 and we get fooled now. I don't mean to be paranoid, Ben, but I've seen all kinds of stuff happen.
Yeah, you're right, Coach.
So I just want to make sure I give the folks that are here watching those Wednesdays with Wallace, we give you the right information. But I did see they did send something 104. They're getting ready to bring out a package, and I got to let the team know. Let's work with Gabby. She is getting ready to put some things together for us. Let's see how this is going to be done. Margarita Beckford, we're hoping we can get on the show. I don't think she'll be here tonight, but Ben, just what is your plan? What do you see for yourself in the future?
I see greatness, because that's all that I want to be a part of. That's all that I'm focused on. I don't want to get to a certain age and wondering like, dang, I should have did this, I should have did that. This is the moment right now. This is the time right now, this current second, this current moment that I have to work and do the due diligence to get to the media company that I'm working on, to get to the studio and the recording sessions that I have with Shaggy and all the other Jamaican dancehall artists, or the people like Fetty Luciano and the people that I record in the studios. I want my own, and I'm gonna get it. I'm going to get it.
Listen, this man with some stars. I didn't even know he know all these people. There he is. Ben, you in?
I'm trying to tell you.
Ben got it going on. He is getting ready to set up some things with some folks. I've heard of them, but I really don't know. Cello. Okay, go ahead on, Ben. You
got some
do
people
you.
now. They coming. Brian McKinney.
Thank you. Thank you so much
about them.
Ben, I appreciate you coming on tonight. This means a lot, Ben. They want to know, do you have a vision board?
Yes, I do. I've had vision boards. They old.
Let me give you, I'm glad they sent that message to you, because what happened to me, Ben, was this. I wanted a certain house. I drew it up.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very blessed. Linda and I, we got an acre. You come in the yard, you think you're out of Miami-Dade County. This is a situation that we just want, that's what we wanted.
Mm-hmm.
But when you talk about a vision, I think folks put it on paper.
Yeah.
This thing for this campaign, it goes through the process. We think about it, we dream about it. Before we get and we start talking to people, we envision how that conversation is going to be. We envision how we're going to make things happen in District 2. We have started contacting people that are, when Pepe Diaz got up there and said, hey, I hope this guy, Chairman Pepe Diaz, County Commission, I hope this guy wins, Wallace Aristide. Everybody looking at me like, who is this guy, Wallace? I didn't ask the chairman to do that. The chairman went and did that. The chairman went and said, this is the guy, Wallace Aristide. He said he got a plan for District 2.
Yeah.
So those folks that are talking that mess, hey, you do you. We're going to continue to do us.
We are.
We're going to be fine.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go ahead and work with the voters, work with Miami-Dade County. This is about people.
Yeah.
It's not about politics.
Right.
This is not about a candidate bragging about being a politician. This is about a candidate saying leadership, leadership. If you look at the examples of leadership we have demonstrated, where we went into situations in education that was challenged, and we turned it around. So we've demonstrated leadership. Dade County and District 2 is looking for leadership. They're not looking for a politician, Ben. Give all the nice sweet words. Give the sweet talking and everything like that. They want to know what percentage of it you've achieved. You got
Jennifer
Jackson, Miss Jackson.
Miss Jackson. Okay, what percentage?
You've achieved.
I want to say, because I just got 2 placements last year. That was on my vision board to give 2 placements on the album. That was sent through. That was distributed through Warner Records. So that was one of, I want to say like 75%. It's not all the way done. The vision is Grand.
And sometimes vision, you come back and you look at it,
And you might add something.
boy, this guy, this is what I'm talking
That's
about.
what I do.
This has been on Wednesdays with Wallace. Folks, we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about District 2. They said make District 2 work for everyone. We need a change. We'll talk about that change. I'm gonna bring in a few minutes. I believe we have some folks that are volunteering. They've been running the streets all day. We're gonna talk to them and then we'll talk about our vision for District 2 and the change we'd like to see in District 2. I wanna thank Ben for coming on and being with us. We'll be right back with Wednesdays with Wallace. Ben is in.
Hi, I'm Teddy Bridgewater of the Denver Broncos and Miami native, and I have succeeded with Principal Aristide. I need you to succeed with Principal Aristide.
We're committed to the success of this campaign, Miami-Dade County Commissioner, District 2. So we look forward. I want to thank everybody we talked about last night. I just want to thank you. Let's continue to work. We got a lot of work to do. We got a year and a half out. Let's continue to encourage people. Let's continue to find voters. We're going to be canvassing the community, making those connections, trying to see what we can do. How do we help? Things that we can create to make this a Miami-Dade that works for everybody.
How we doing? We got two guys here. Can we open it up a little bit? We got Duke and we got our main man here, Patrick. I'll let you get in a little bit, Patrick. Move in here a little bit. So we got Duke and Patrick. They're both on Wednesdays with Wallace. I want to thank them for coming on in. I really appreciate them being here. Wednesdays with Wallace. Let's do this. I'll move over a little bit. You can move this way a little bit, Patrick. Yeah. Next, we get you. We got Patrick in the shop. Listen, these guys, they've been running the streets all day. They've been working. This guy said, "Do I need to change?" I'm like, "You working? What you changing for? You working?"
You're right.
The general here. This is General Duke. So the general. Listen, I went by the general house. He took all these yard signs. He was calling me, "Where's my yard sign?" Ben ran and took on the yard signs, right? When I got there, he had them all. I said, "What is this man doing? He don't sleep." So, Duke, let me start with you. And you've been with us over a year working on this campaign. I appreciate what you've been doing. It's been amazing. It's been awesome. What do you think? How do you see things going with the campaign? What is your feeling about where we're at now? Because you've done this before.
I feel pretty good where we're at. We got a winning team and we know it.
Yes.
We've been working hard. And one thing about working hard is when you're working hard and you know that you're working hard for the right person, that makes it easier. Make coming to work feel like a birthday party. You have a guy like this guy here who cares. When you start talking about family, you start talking about kids' life, his family, his kids. I mean, this guy is the guy that I respect. I look up to him like I would look up to a father because he cares, even though I'm a few years older. But you know what? It makes you feel so much better about what you're doing. When I'm out there knocking on the doors and putting signs in, I'm putting signs in for somebody that I love, that I know this guy is that person that's going to make a difference. Because you got a lot of people running for office. They're just running for show. They're running to make money, hopefully. They're not running for the right reason. And when he called me and said, "Duke, I need you," I said, "I'm here." I didn't have to ask me. He didn't have to ask me twice. I said, "I'm here." And I've been here since, and I'm just glad that I got the opportunity to be here with Aristide working on this campaign, because I know once he gets elected, there's going to be a fireball here in Miami-Dade County, because we got to have somebody who's there. And right now, our county commission looks pretty good. And we add this guy to it, we got a home run. As a matter of fact, we got a triple double. We got it.
I really appreciate that, Duke. We got a lot of work to do. And Patrick, I'm going to say this to you. You have been on the campaign the last couple of months. I mean, you running. I mean, I think you have a queen of Biscayne Garden. I don't know what they call you. I don't know if you're the Duke of Biscayne Garden, but you got a queen. You might be the Duke of Biscayne.
Probably. I might be the Duke of Biscayne Garden. That's the problem. You can't call me anything.
So what do you see? What is your projection? How do you see it about the campaign? What is your feel?
So far, things are looking great so far. You have a as a leader, what I really like about you, Mr. Wallace, I said, you really exemplify, what leadership is. You are a great leader. That's why I'm delighted. I'm very delighted that you're running for Dade County Commissioner District 2, because the community has been waiting for a leader like you. I think you are the man of the moment, the right person of the moment. So far the campaign with your leadership, your team is they're working together collectively, to put everything together in order for you to win that seat. You're going to win that seat, not for you, just to serve your community. I know you love your community. Since you were little, you've been helping the community, and then you feel like to help your community at another level by being the county commissioner for District 2.
I really appreciate you saying this. I don't know if you guys have any last words, either one of you, but these guys, folks, I appreciate them. I love them. I admire them. These guys, they all in. When I say they're working, they're not talking about work. These people are looking to work. And everybody that we've had that's canvassing, making phone calls, I mean, we got to celebrate each and every one of them on behalf of Linda and I. We thank these guys, and we thank all the volunteers. You're the backbone of the campaign. These people don't want no money. They just want to go ahead and see somebody that's going to go there and work for the community. Any parting words you like to say, Duke?
Well, just the biggest thing for me is that I'm here in this moment with Aristide. I got his back, as well as all the other people that are working on the campaign. And when you have a lot of people that are saying, I'm in, and as soon as they hear it's Wallace Aristide, they immediately say, well, I like that guy because he's a good person. And that is it doesn't get any better than having somebody that you really respect and care for. So with that, I say for myself, I've been out on the street since 1 o'clock this afternoon, putting in street signs, putting in yard signs, knocking on doors. And when I finish, I come here because I'm looking for some more. And well, what can I do next? And that's the attitude that we all have when we're working on this campaign, is that we're working for the man that we know he's going to be that person on our Dade County Commission that's going to make us an entirely better community. And I'm thankful that I have the opportunity to be here to take a part in that.
Thank you. Any parting words?
What I can say, I'm very passionate about this campaign because, as I said in the very beginning, we were looking for a true leader. And you are the one, Mr. Aristide. You are the right leader. You are the one that can transform, that can change our community, specifically District 2, because you are an agent of change. You are a transformer. That's why I'm working from home. In my break time, I have 1 hour. I said, I'm not going to stay home. Let me walk in the streets, start campaigning. And then I was putting signs and give people cards, and they're very happy. They're very receptive. This is what I like. As I said, I'm very passionate. This is my passion to have somebody that can change my community, because I don't want any politician. I want a leader, a man that have the leadership capacity to change my community.
Well, I want to I appreciate what you said. I appreciate what the general said. I think he's got a lot to do with this, because he was the first African American, councilman in North Miami. Nobody came before him.
Let's clap.
He's the one. He's the one. So I'm very fortunate. I have examples like him right here, and I've got the example of somebody that's passionate. We're gonna come right back to Wednesdays with Wallace. The volunteers are in. They pumped up since 1 o'clock. This one don't go on break. He wants to go do something. These guys are amazing. We'll be right back Wednesdays with Wallace. Oh goodness.
Bo, Wallace, Aristide. 60 with Aristide, North Miami, tap in. Tap to tap, to tap, tap in. 60 with Aristide, District 2, tap in. Tap to tap, to tap, tap in. 60 with Aristide, North Miami, tap in. Tap to tap, to tap, tap in. Aristide, a winner, District 2 commissioner. Natural born leader, #1, nobody similar. North Miami bound, tap in, I'm saying listen up. Aristide the best, 30 years and never giving up. Dade County bound, we yelling Aristide. Dedication, motivation, make the city healthy. Vote Aristide, he the GOAT, legendary. August 22, Aristide, no comparing. District 2, 22, you better tap in. Aristide coming through with a different plan. Love the kids, love the people, talking Superman. Aristide going up, talking champion. North Miami, Opa-locka, better tap in. Little River, Ponciana, better tap in. Westview, Pinewood, I said tap in. Hialeah, Longmont, gotta tap in. 60 with Aristide, North Miami, tap in. Tap to tap, to tap, tap in. 60 with Aristide, District 2, tap in. Tap to tap, to tap, tap in. 60 with Aristide, North Miami, tap in. Tap to tap, to tap, tap in. Bo, Wallace, Aristide. Bo, Wallace, Aristide. Bo, Wallace, Aristide.
Anthony, you back on. Thank you so much for getting back on the show. I really appreciate that. I wanted to just wrap up a little bit with you. I wanted you to talk about Queen, the family, just what make you be so dedicated as a parent, leading the family, leading the household. If you could talk to us a little bit about that. And
give me a second, Coach.
No, take your time. Listen, you take care of the family, Coach. That's what you do.
They send me interview, but they been my cheerleaders in the back. But just to first of all, I want to just apologize. You know, under the lightning over here, so okay. You know my internet service is right hard. So I just want to. Can you hear me, Coach?
Clearly.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
okay,
sir.
great. But just what motivates me in regards, well, with the family, you know, I've always had a vision since I was a little boy, you know, and of course, sports and academics is what drove me in a certain direction. But however, I was always the type of kid that just knew, you know, sometimes sports will come to an end. No matter how successful you are in it or not successful in it, it's to an end, and there is a life after that. So, you know, with that being said, I always knew there was light at the end of the tunnel for me thinking about what did I want after sports, you know? So, you know, I always knew I wanted to be a family man. You know, that's the very first thing. And from being a family man, I knew I wanted to lead my tribe, you know, as far as me having a wife, as far as me having 4 beautiful daughters as of right now, you know, and I do have, you know, Queen K, in which she's a young 18-year-old inspirational, motivational hip hop artist. You know, and she's been tapped in with, you know, the city of North Miami, the city of North Miami Beach, city of Miami Garden, the city of Miami, you know, Port St. Lucie. You know, she's been tapped all the way around South Florida because she gives off a positive message, and she's not scared to rap the issues within the community, you know, which that kind of de-escalates within our youth. The topics that she has, you know, said it was only for my father to be able to spend with her as a leader, to take that voice and serve that purpose, for her to be able to spread her voice and her word. Because like I told her before, this rapping thing, you know, is a life after rap as well, but however, you have a purpose to serve. And actually, I'm gonna just tell a little bit about her and how I actually dated her. She actually started rapping because she scored a 5 on her in the 8th grade on the Florida standing at.
I think what we can do, producers, I think we'll get back to Anthony some other time. I know that sometimes these technology, they're supposed to work. So just, okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm going to close out right now, but before I close out, I want to talk about a couple things. We got a couple problems in Dade County, and I'm going to talk about the main one. The main one is housing. Going to the county commission, one of the things that we're going to work on, that's why people need to understand here the plan we'd like to see happen. All right. And I'm not going to come and tell people I'm going to do something and later on we don't do it. Part of our plan for housing, opportunities for people that are first-time home buyers, looking at subsidizing, helping the first-time home buyers like they did when I was a first-time home buyers. We've got to really look closely on how we can support, assist with the first-time home buyers. We've got to do everything we can to push for affordability. Affordability, especially in areas where affordability housing, we can assist people if they need to get Section 8, help them with documentation. So community navigation is going to be important. The other thing is workforce, those people that are working every day. You can't charge them, those people that might be a little more affluent, they could pay the $35,000 to $4,000, but there's people that can't do that. How much hours do I have to work as a nurse to be able to pay that? It's impossible. I'll never be sleeping. All I'll be doing is working to pay the $35,000 to $4,000. If I'm a school teacher, how much night school? How much second jobs? School teachers, sometimes you see a school teacher, they working at a park for the summer. I saw a guy, he had a tan. He came in there and he was one complexion. He looked like a red bone when the sun got done with him. I mean, my goodness, all they got to do, it's like the song, all they do is work, 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 work. Folks, part of what we have to do is help everybody in Miami-Dade County, and we're talking about people in District 2, they have a better quality of life. This is what this campaign is all about. Those are the things that we're going to work on. We got to support our seniors. Seniors, the support, the admiration, the passion you've demonstrated. I got to go work for our seniors. There's got to be opportunities for our seniors where we can help them to stay in their homes, protect them from not losing their homes because they get Social Security. They've retired. Insurance went up. Taxes have went up. Everything is expensive. The way you treat seniors demonstrate what type of society you are. And we've got to demonstrate that we are a society that's honorable, we have dignity, and we're going to look out for our seniors. I think that's very vital. That's important. We got to help people with jobs, opportunities to work. If we're funding an agency to help people with jobs, if they say they got 100 people getting jobs, we've got to work with people in the county that audit to make sure that those things are happening. What happens after 5 days? What happened after 30? What happens after 60? After 90 days, normally that's when the probationary period is over. So if you do 100 a month and you get 1,200 a year, that's 1,200 people you've taken out of unemployment. I think that's important. Now those 1,200 people, they're part of the system, they're paying taxes, they're working, they can walk with sense of pride and dignity because they're employed, they can take care of themselves and they can take care of their families. I think that's important. Training people to get those jobs of the future. Folks, you get a job as a building inspector. They're not going to have enough building inspector. We just celebrated anniversary, what happened a year ago in Surfside. We're going to need people to do that. Elevator operators, those people that can come maintain and fix elevators. Everything in Miami-Dade County is going up. So I'm giving you ideas of stuff that we need to look at, we need to work on. I think in District 2, there's a lot of places where we can build. I think when you talk about community redevelopment, I mean, we've got to go ahead and support the CRAs. They're going to need our assistance. We've got to be engaged. We got to be accessible to see how we can help. That's going to be what you have with Wallace Aristide as your county commission. The CAA, I talked about the seniors. They've been in the house 30, 40, 50 years, you name it. They're going to need some help with the roofing. They're going to need the help with the windows. They're going to need some help with the structure. After 40, 50 years, that structure is not going to be the same. We're Miami-Dade County. We're dealing with rain. We're dealing with that sand. We're dealing with a weather, a temperature in Miami-Dade County. There'll be cracks in the concrete and cracks in the ceiling. There'll be crack in the household. So we've got to go ahead and ensure that we're funding those things at a level to be able to help our citizens in that are struggling, that needs that support. Those things are important. Our young people. And I got to talk about our young people. When I go to the parks, I'm happy to see young people go there. As many young people as possible, they need access to the parks. They need to be able to go and have those places, because one of the most dangerous times of the day for young people is from 3 to 6. The parents, the family, nobody's home. That's when you have the least supervision of young people. Unless the grandparent is there that's retired, but if the parents are there, they're still working. We need to have activities, things, programs that they can attend. Those are some things we need to put in place in District 2. We got to keep them safe on these streets. These streets are challenging for our young people. And one of the things for us in District 2 as County Commission is constituent service. We've got to provide service to people in the community. When you get the job as County Commissioner, I see myself as a servant. Anything you're going to talk about public is public servant, to come and serve the community. I talked about accessibility. You can see I'm energetic. We have a vision for the future. This is the candidate we're talking about. This is what Wallace Aristide want to do. And we want to do this together. Those pastors that have been very supportive and very nice to the campaign, Linda and I, we can't thank those pastors enough. Those people in the community that has been there for us, I can't thank you enough. I want to thank everybody for coming and doing another Wednesdays with Wallace. Remember now, the address, you got, if you live in North Miami, Biscayne Boulevard West, you're in District 2. North Miami Beach to 172nd Street going west. We don't have the mall. We don't have anything north of the 163rd Street Mall. But when you get to 10th Avenue, we go to 171st Street. And then when you get to 6th Avenue, we go around that bend, around that curve where I-95 goes, over there by Jackson North. All that area is part of District 2. We got Golden Glades. From Golden Glades to 79th Street, all that is District 2. 119th Street North, east of the highway, is District 2. Then you have heading west from 135th, you got 22nd Avenue from 66th Street to 135th. 27th Avenue, 58th Street to 135th. We got 32nd Avenue all the way on the other side to Alapata. 37th, 135th, all the way to the other side of 112th to Alapata. You know, I'm in Largemont. Largemont is in District 2. 79th Street to 85th Street, North Miami Avenue to the Expressway. So we have a large segment of I-95 from Golden Glades to 79th Street. That's big. We've got that 836 right when you get off of 2nd Avenue heading east to Biscayne Boulevard. That's in the district. I gave you the major areas. North Dade College is in Miami-Dade North Campus is in the district. Miami Central is in the district. North Miami Senior is in the district. Their feeder pattern is in the district. So we cover a lot of areas in the district, trying to give you an idea of what those areas are. In the district, like I told you, 79th Street to Golden Glades on 7th Avenue. All that is in the district. That is your district. That is District 2. In the future, we'll have a map to show the Wallace Aristide campaign ballot number 104. Vote, vote, vote. Go to number 104. You go to Succeed with Aristide on IG, Facebook. You go online, www.wallacearistide.com. You can donate. You can volunteer. You can phone back. I want to thank listen, people that have retired that said they're going to phone bank. Miss Parrott, listen. I've known your husband for years. Great guy, Miss Parrott. You're a wonderful person. I want to thank you for saying you would volunteer to help us phone bank, and so many others that say they would volunteer, they would help. I really appreciate that. These people are, I guess you would say at the church, they like saints. They're coming in, and they're coming to march in. Folks, let's go win this thing together. Number 104, punch number 104. Early voting, August 8th to the 21st. Absentee is going to start mid to late July. Register to vote, people. Go to Miami-Dade Department of Elections, register to vote. We will put things on our social media platform to talk to you about voting. We do have a fundraiser tomorrow night, June 30th, Nomi's Bar and Grill, 738 Northeast 135th Street. I don't know if Mr. Joseph is here. Mr. Joseph put it together, him and the team. So we're ready to go. I want to thank Anthony. I want to thank Michelle Powell for being our guest. You saw the volunteers, the general, and Mr. Passionate Man himself, Mr. Patrick Prophet, Duke Sawyer. I want to thank them. They came off the streets and started working and helping the campaign. And you met Ben. Ben is working hard in the office, young fella. He's trying to help us get this done. Folks, we need your help. Help us. Let's do this. We have 30 years of proven leadership. This is striving to make District 2 work for you. Workforce, affordable housing, economic empowerment. We want to work and help those businesses. CRA, we got to support those businesses. North Central, I appreciate you guys. Elderly resources, health and wellness. Come on now, we need your help, Jackson North Shore. Come on now, I'm gonna need you. Let's do this together. Miami-Dade, that works for everybody. We'll be back again in the future, in the near future. Wednesdays with Wallace. Thank you for joining in. Everybody, tap in. Let's go. Thank you.
Bo, Wallace, Aristide. 60 with Aristide, North Miami, tap in. Tap, to tap, to tap, tap in. 60 with Aristide, District 2, tap in. Tap, to tap, to tap, tap in. 60 with Aristide, North Miami, tap in. Tap, to tap, to tap, tap in. Aristide, a winner, District 2 commissioner. Natural born leader, #1, nobody similar. North Miami bound, tap in, I'm saying listen up. Aristide the best, 30 years and never giving up. Dade County bound, we yelling Aristide. Dedication, motivation, make the city healthy. Vote Aristide, he the GOAT, legendary. August 22, Aristide, no comparing. District 2, 22, you better tap in. Aristide coming through with a different plan. Love the kids, love the people, sucking Superman. Aristide going up, sucking champion. North Miami, Opa-locka, better tap in. Little River, Ponciana, better tap in. Westview, Poundwood, I said tap in. Hialeah, Longmont, gotta tap in. 60 with Aristide, North Miami, tap in. Tap, to tap, to tap, tap in. 60 with Aristide, District 2, tap in. Tap, to tap, to tap, tap in. 60 with Aristide, North Miami, tap in. Tap, to tap, to tap, tap in. Bo, Wallace, Aristide. Bo, Wallace, Aristide. Bo, Wallace, Aristide.
60 with Aristide.
Hola, me llamo Marcia Sánchez y soy graduada de Miami Northwestern del año de 2021. Yo triunfé con el director Aristide y ustedes también pueden triunfar con Aristide.
Hi, I'm Teddy Bridgewater of the Denver Broncos and Miami native, and I have succeeded with Principal Aristide. I need you to succeed with Principal Aristide.
Hey, I'm Najee Dallas. I want to thank you guys for tuning in, watching it live. Coach Aristide, see with Wallace Aristide. It's opportunity, right? We need you to hit that link, click the link in the bio, donate, pledge to donate, $25, $10, $100, $1,000 if you got it. Everything's appreciated. That's a great man right there. He needs your support.
Succeed with Aristide. Succeed with Aristide.
Lazy at Aristide.
Succeed with 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 Aristide. Succeed with Aristide. Succeed with Aristide.
Political ad paid for and approved by Wallace Aristide, candidate for County Commissioner, District 2, nonpartisan. Let's go for it.
Aristide.